I'm gonna grab my water. 2.5 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, alright, good morning everybody. Let's go over some setups that we're watching today. First setup that really comes to mind is these crude longs. Now, the thing with crude is it is, at the moment, trying to hold this 15-minute fair value gap. It's been pretty bullish the past few days, breaking previous day high, having a pullback, and then continuing. Breaking previous day high, having a pullback, and then continuing. So I was looking for that pullback today. I really wanted to see if we could pull back to this optimal trade entry. So this would be the 15-minute demand zone in the OTE, but right now we're trying to push higher. Check out crude on Bookmap, see if that shows us anything. Now the first thing I did see it show us was we did have 73.04 as a very heavy level on Bookmap, and that's right where my demand zone is. So I really did want to see us come down there. But trend-wise, I wouldn't short this to target that. I'd only be looking for a long entry right now. Now another setup I was looking for, so I wanted to see how gold was trading, or reacting I should say. So it is 9:19 right now. Let's check the 30-minute time frame. So yesterday gold gave us a really nice trade off of this area, right? Now I caught this up to new high a day, which at that time was right here, so 4-1. Real clean trade. I was happy with it. Could have targeted supply. Can't trade off of coulda, woulda, shoulda. So right now what I'm doing is I'm waiting to see if we want to sweep this pre-market low and then hit this demand zone to find some support and look for another long entry. Now gold, like crude but not as strong as crude, has broken previous day high and tried to trend, and yesterday gave us a very nice trend day too. So we have to remember, even though pre-market right now looks very weak to the downside, the higher time frame and the daily have still been trying to push higher. So this is a strong area of resistance, leads to a pullback. Does this pullback want to hold? We don't know yet. We're going to see. Got to see how the market wants to react off of this zone. Good morning everybody, hope you are all doing well. YouTube guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, if you guys are bullish or bearish today. In Discord, you guys too, let me know. Oh, here comes NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, I wanted to see if we could take out that previous day high, that pre-market high, and reverse in supply, but it doesn't look like we're getting that right now. You see this floor right here? It's a strong floor on NASDAQ. Crude, gold, nothing right now. See if crude maybe wants to double top here, but we'll see. We'll wait. Wanted a long position on crude, did not get filled yet. Good morning everybody, hope you are all doing well. Happy Friday. Read Speed, what's up man? What's up? Volatant, what's going on? Good morning. NQ short pre-market high alert just rung on my watch because of the notifications. So this is what I was looking for. If the market opened down here, I was going to see if we got a fast reaction and then found a short position in supply. Whoa. Look at all these upper levels here on ES. I want to see what that looks like right now. I wonder if we have the strength to run through this. Let's see. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. YouTube, good morning. How are you? Discord, guys, good morning. I'll call everybody chat. What's up, chat? You guys ever see those streamers go crazy? Alright, so let's see. what is next on our to-do list? Let's check our large caps, see if there are any large cap movers right now. Gotta remember, it is still pre-market, so we have a little time to do some analysis. So let's check out, let's turn off our previous day high, previous day low. Look at our daily. Take a look at Microsoft, guys. So let's go through some equities. Let's see what could possibly be trending, what are equities telling us. Meta sort of at the top of a range, so let's mark out key level on Meta. This pivot high right here. Add an alert on that. Now what I would look for is if Meta could continue higher and break this level, then I would maybe want to see if NASDAQ and the other equities are also bullish. Gold pulling back. Is gold pulling back? And pulling back for what, a long or a short? Yeah, a long. I know, I was waiting for the longs down here in this 15-minute demand zone. I'll add an alert. GC, long. That's awesome. That's what I love about TradingView, what I love about Bookmap, what I love about Edgeful. All of these tools, guys, they all play a crucial role in my system, in my strategy, and in my trading, and it makes it that much easier for me. Let's see, Meta. So look at Meta, guys. Meta's sort of back within this range. Pretty strong range. I know my girl Sharina, she was invested in Meta when it was down here, and I told her, I said, be careful, we're at the bottom of the range. I wouldn't sell quite yet. And obviously we had a nice rally since then. So the question would be, what is that? Okay. What? Okay. Alright, let's see. Question would be, what are the other equities doing? So this is Meta. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon's sort of range bound right now. Amazon I would mark out and watch that previous day high, previous day low. Very important levels right now, because again, if Amazon and Meta start rallying, we start getting above previous day highs, we get above crucial levels like I mentioned on Meta, then these are some big signs that the NASDAQ might find that follow through too. So I'm going to add an alert on both levels, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to add an alert to the level itself, and we're going to call this Amazon Bullish. And then this one's going to be Amazon Bearish. Great. Now we could check other time frames. We could always look around. If you are intraday trading, something like Meta or Microsoft or Amazon, the 15-minute, the 30-minute, these are crucial time frames to watch. Look at this 15-minute, 30-minute supply zone right here on Amazon. I'd maybe look to see if I was more bearish on Amazon today, then I would look to see if sellers could step in around this 22.96 to 22.93 level and look for some puts to target that previous day low. Now, if I was more bullish on Amazon, I'd maybe wait to see if we could clear that level, see if we could at least break the previous day high, and then take this zone as a retest for longs. And at that point, you would target, on the retest, target like 225, 226. Let's see, do we have Amazon? Here's Google. Check out Google real quick. Google, again, also sort of range bound near these key levels, these key highs. Want to mark these out. And AMD just tanking. Don't care about AMD because it does not have that big of a pull on the NASDAQ or ES. Microsoft's been downtrending, so what I would do is I'd probably set some alerts. Let's go to, I want to mark out around here. Add alert. That's like previous day's close, and that'll be like my sign that I should be a little bearish on Microsoft. Microsoft bearish. Again, using equities to sort of help gauge how I should be feeling or trading the NASDAQ. By the way, Microsoft, this daily demand zone right here. Ooh. Oof. I had calls in that what's it called thing? That Benzinga contest. That's crazy. 407 to about 450s would have been a nice key level target. That is crazy. All right. Now, let's get off of equities. Let's check out something else right now. Let me just set up my charts right one more time. That way we're not missing anything. Okay, great. Equities are popping right now. I'm assuming, yeah, there goes crude also pushing higher. It is 9:28 right now. Markets have not opened. I knew ES was pushing higher too. Good volume, taking out these levels. We open in about 2 minutes. I'm thinking we're probably going to go try to shoot higher to at least this 59.50 level. I'm not going to be trading this into that level. I'd much rather be patient and wait for some type of market reaction. See if we get a large buyer trapped in a supply zone or something like that. I'm going to delete this level right here because it was broken. Delete that. And also, guys, don't forget the 15-minute orb opening range breakout. Yeah, there goes crude trying to continue. That's okay. At this point, we'll be patient, but might end up looking for a new entry at this this new 15-minute order block right here. If we could come back and retest that. So that would sort of give us a look right here, this 15-minute order block. We had our green candle, and then we had to pull back and it retested it for an entry. So that might be our next trade on crude today. But we're going to have to see. There goes ES with some buying. This would be the setup. This would be the trade. Alright, guys, so we got a few setups we're looking for. We're being patient. Good morning, Mila. What's going on? Pezzy, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. If you're new to the community, hello and welcome. I'm your hostess with the mostest. Or host with the most. We'll have a toast. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Just waiting patiently. Market opens in about 7 seconds. I want to see how we react and if we can get into these 59.50 levels on ES for potentially a short, maybe. Staying patient. A lot of liquidity. A lot of volatility comes in when that first market opens. A lot of volume comes in, so sometimes our devices get a little laggy. Difference between an order block and supply and demand, guys, is an order block will sometimes break that other candle. Oh, I want that. Hold up. Give me a second. I want this on crude. So like this order block right here, the green candle, we broke the order block itself. Whereas a demand zone, the green candle will not break that order block. Definitely looking to take this on crude oil. Some longs here on crude. Right over here is going to be entry. Look at ES, guys. There we go. There's that supply target. I was looking for 59.50. What am I getting? Google crossing a key level. Where's Google? Nvidia's flying right now. So look at that. NASDAQ pushing higher too. Look at that. There's that 59.50 on ES. Boom. Great. Look at that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Look at that. Taking out all of these levels. Good volume there. I want to see how we react up here. If at any point we do start to sell off, this is a supply zone, I'll look for these buyers to be trapped. I'm not going to be jumping any guns though. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to put some limit orders out on crude oil too, for the long entry down here. So I'll let you guys know if that fills. Just managing a potential position, looking at some markets. I'm not taking any random shorts on ES. This is only if, right? We have to create plans that if the market does this, then this, right? If this, then that, and all of that. Look at this great buying pressure there on ES. Good pump. Coming into this 15-minute supply zone now. I'm going to mark this out. It's another level. Very good buying pressure. If we break this with some strength, could possibly look for a retest for longs. Let's see. Look at that. Great buying pressure. Good volume. Oh, look at this. I didn't see this. 59.58 target to the upside on ES. Now it's looking good. I would like to see if we could come retest these levels before hitting that level, but we'll see. Where's our gap fill on ES2? No, gap is like way down here. Okay, that's interesting. Gap fill is down here. That's our gap. Guys, yeah, tomorrow, I'm excited. Tomorrow starts the Futures Masterclass. That is, if you go to my website, Trading Pioneers, go to packages, programs and packages, Futures Masterclass, save 25% off with discount code 2025. It's going to be an 8-week program. I think it's going to be about 10 hours plus of information, over hundreds of slides of information. I put a lot of time and effort into this. This is going to be a great place for traders to sort of get started. And if you feel like, oh, well, I'm not just getting started, it's really the first week is going to be over some basic stuff. And then after that's more getting into creating a plan, creating a strategy, how to read the market, everything. It's going to be great. I'll help you guys really create a good setup, create a good system for your trading. I'd like to see crude. Now, I don't want to get too caught up on crude, though, if crude doesn't want to work out. So like I said, I have some limit orders here. I want to see if we could get filled. Maybe I'll move my stop loss up an extra tick or something. I didn't get filled yet on crude. We look for the 15 to continue, so really want that long position. That would be great. Nice rejection there on ES. Like I said, I didn't want to really get that sidetracked from ES. But we could also wait for that 15 to close. I wonder what's in play on ES right now. Come on, crude, give me my entry. Alright, edge fulls being a little laggy right now. Let's see. Gold chopping, looking for this entry here on gold, crude for longs. I wanted to see more of a support level being tested here, but point of control's over here, so it's okay. And I'm waiting for that 15 to continue higher, so. Here we are on ES, guys. Definitely coming against some resistance here. These buyers are trapped if we don't return. But we have to be careful. All of these levels might work as support now. That's sort of how I see it. But because we're running into a supply zone, I can't take any longs. That's against my rules and against my personal system. There we go. ES on a pullback. Same with crude. Come on, crude. Just like one more little tap. ES is just top of NDOG, December 31st. Alright. Cool. We're gonna have to wait. I'd probably wait and let this 15 close, guys. On ES at least. Crude, I'm still looking for this entry. I need that entry a little soon on crude, because if the 15 doesn't close back green, I won't be concerned, but I'd want this 15-minute candle to close green, which means we should sort of tap this and then reverse pretty quickly. I might start my position. I don't know. Let's see. I'll wait a sec. Waiting on gold too. It's like we got setups, guys. We don't have to rush into a trade. The market isn't going anywhere. If we rush into a trade, we're going to get filled up here, have a really wide stop loss, and then we'll get stopped out before it even hits our stop. So it's not even worth it right now. We just got to be a little patient. Didn't hit my entry yet. I can't adjust my entry because I'm impatient. Because that's not how a system works. A system is systematic. It follows rules. And remember, guys, even though it feels like forever right now, when we're back testing and we're looking at the 5-minute and looking at the 15-minute and we're looking at all of these candles on the 15, guess what? If we're looking at 3 candles, just 3 on the 15-minute time frame, that's 45 minutes right there. So if you're impatient waiting on a 5-minute, you know, and you're back testing on the 15, you know, definitely gotta cool your jets, be patient. You know, the market, let the market come to you. Market ain't going anywhere. And if it does, it does. There's not much we can do about it at that point, right? We just have to follow our system and follow our plan. And if this plan doesn't work out, then guess what? We have other indices, we have other futures that we could trade that we could use in our favor, right? If crude oil starts pumping and it doesn't give me my entry here, then okay, well then let's look to see if maybe gold wants to sweep this pre-market low and hit this demand zone for a long position. Or if gold wants to create a 15-minute fair value gap in like 30 minutes, because for a 15-minute fair value gap you need at least 3 15-minute candles, which would be, this might be our second one, so I would look for the next one to close green, so that would be in about 20 minutes. Or, you know, it's always just sort of waiting. No rush. There we go. ES, nice pump right there. Beautiful. Great move on ES. Holy cow, great. Got another point of supply right here on ES for a potential next target. Going to wait. Can't go along up here. And there goes crude. Now we'll take a look at ES. Look at that. See, we would have been buying dips, not selling rips. Good morning, guys. YouTube, don't forget, hit that like button. We're at a key level right here on ES. I would not take any longs right now. Remember, we're not here to chase the market. We're here to trade the market. I like that. And again, if crude wants to continue, that's okay. So be it. Strong level at 74 even up here. Could possibly look for a long here on crude, but again, you go long here on crude, it wicks down a little bit, and then what, it stops you out? Not worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Rather be patient and take no trade than force trades and take 4 losers. But we'll just be patient. See that key level rejection right there on ES, very nice. Anybody trying to chase this move is, you know, sort of getting sold off on a little bit, nothing too crazy. How's the VIX doing? VIX is probably pushing higher. I'm sorry, lower. VIX is pushing lower. ES is pushing higher. New high a day on ES, new low a day on VIX. Remember, that is bullish sentiment. We're hitting this 1 minute imbalance we created here on ES. I sort of like this 1 minute a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. If anything, you know what? This 1 minute order block. We'll consider that. Let's delete this. And then if we do pull back from here, our optimal trade entry sort of lines up in there too, so we'll see. We shall see. If you guys got any questions, definitely feel free to let me know. What was the sign that ES are not likely to hit supply and go down, for example, to the demand? So today, right, on ES, what was the reason? So today on the daily time frame on ES, we had divergence on ES and NQ. So ES created a lower high. It didn't take out this low over here, whereas the NASDAQ did take out that low. So when we have divergence like that, that's usually bullish divergence, and we look for buyers to reverse direction in price. Oh, does crude want to give us our entry? And also we could use our footprint chart to look at the volume. Let's look at total volume. I like using the total. I liked the delta for a while, but total's pretty helpful too, because that sort of gives me confirmation if the move's going to, if it has good volume behind it and it should continue, or if it's going to die down. Crude's gonna mess around and find out. Good morning, YouTube guys. Don't forget, hit that like button. Yes, trying to push through this key level right here. Definitely some good volume right there to hold us. There we go, guys. 59.70, next key level. I'm not taking this breakout here on ES. I don't take breakouts. It does look better for longs than shorts, but me personally, it's not my setup. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of joe, schmo. Didn't you know? There we go. Good buying right there. Like, it's like, it's tough. It's tough. It's not worth it. Yet in my opinion, I don't see a setup here. The only thing I see is maybe crude. And maybe gold. ES and NQ, maybe this 1 minute fair value gap. Let's see. We had some imbalances down there too. Oh, you know what? Let's see, do we have stacked levels? There it is. Wow, what a big help. Oh, right there's a stacked level. Cool. So that's like an imbalance. Now the heavier level, heavier volume to the downside. But we have a strong level of support right here. Tough spot right here, guys. Let's see. I'm personally waiting to see if we get a retest of this zone for longs. I'd like if we could run through this 5 minute fair value gap. Maybe even target up here, then 20 points ES. Okay, let's see how we react to this level right now, actually. If we're able to hold this, that would be our long entry. But we're going to wait to see how we react. We're trying to take this level away right now. Very heavy level on bookmap. It is a fair value gap. Alright, break right through. Now we see for the reaction. Are we going to break through it and then reverse and get back above 59.60 for a long with the stop loss at the low? Or are we going to continue? Nice drop. Beautiful drop. Let's see. My crude trade is going to hit soon. Let's see if we got any news today, guys. 12 minutes, PMI, huge, super important to know that. Glad I checked. PMI. Amazon and Meta both bullish. Okay, we're coming near this entry on ES. I'm not taking it off of this strong selling pressure right here. It's at 12 minutes. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. We don't want to be in any trades when that timer goes off. Strong drop right here. If we don't find some support now, I'm not taking any trades here on ES. trying to hold. It's not. Very weak, very strong selling pressure right now. Be careful, guys. Very strong. Too strong. Too strong to handle. What's that noise? Okay, crude got filled. Okay, crude just got filled on that bottom tick right there. So see that? ES ain't playing out, so we just stay out of it. We'll wait here on crude a little bit. Watch how this 15-minute wants to close, or at least push higher. If we could get back above this 54, that would be great. There was some stronger selling pressure stepping in here on crude. Yeah, it's some good volume to the downside on crude. I'm in just a few contracts. Gotta protect our capital, guys. As traders, we are risk managers. Have to protect our risk. Have to protect our capital. Sort of near this point of control. Really want to see good volume bring us back above this like 51 level. It sucks that there's news in 12 minutes, because I do like the setup on crude. And part of me wants to hold it through the news, but PMI, that's a tough one to hold it through. If we could break back above, though, if this 15 wants to push back above up here, though, by the time PMI hits, maybe I'll scale out of some and hold it. But we're near that previous day high. We've been bullish on crude. My original setup was this 15-minute demand zone, though, so I want to remember that. We haven't broken the supply zone just yet. Sort of just almost talked myself out of this trade. Now we'll wait. Maybe a retest of that zone and then a push higher. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me know, oh, guys, are you guys bullish or bearish today? And if so, have you taken any trades? Does ES want to start pumping from here? Right off of that level we mentioned earlier? Nope, ES. Very tough on ES right there, guys. Very tough. So we're in crude right now. We're just staying patient. I'd like to see if ES could push higher from here, but I'm not really seeing like an A+ entry. So anything less than an A+ entry should not be even considered. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Let's check out on our crude. Really need to see good volume start to step in on crude, but I am worried that the volume's not going to kick in until after the news. Which, if that's the case, I'll move my stop loss right there. Play it a little safe. Some selling pressure. ES and NQ divergence right now. Gold also looking good to the downside. Remember, I wanted gold in demand down here for a long entry. So maybe that news will help spike us down to that demand zone for longs on gold. Yeah, crude looks like it's going to try to march down to our stops. That's okay. Look at the selling pressure. That is all right. That's why we keep tight stops and know our risk before we enter the trade. ESNQ, wicking around. Here's the divergence I was talking about. NQ hasn't broken that low. ES has broken that low. Crude, come on, crude, wake up. Wake up, crude. It's time to wake up, wake up, wake up. If we get a big volume bubble here on crude, I'll add to my position. But we're not. So we're going to wait. Minute 43 left. We have news in about 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes till news. Sellers are definitely having trouble breaking us lower here on crude, but buyers are also having trouble bringing us higher. We have a minute 4 left in this 5 minute. 15 closes in 7 minutes. I think this is going to be the breakdown here. Yeah, I'm going to hold. I'm not out until it hits my stop loss, or however this 5 minute wants to close. A little bit of divergence on the CVD down here, but I don't really go for that. We got 27 seconds left. Really need to see some buyers step in these last 27 seconds, guys, on crude for these longs to hold. If not, we're not going to be taking this trade. Not going to be holding this trade, I should say. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Bears were pretty strong on that. Definitely not ideal. Move my stop loss up at least to that low we just created on the 5. That way it's a very tight stop on this trade if it does want to start playing out. But I don't think so. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, guys? Yeah, crude is weak. Move it down a tick, but crude's probably going to stop here. I move my stop loss down a tick, but I'm thinking crude might dump and stop us out here. We'll probably end up waiting for gold for long positions then. We do have news in about 3.5 minutes, so we're going to have to get out of this crude trade anyways. So might as well keep our stop loss nice and snug and probably call it a day on crude there. But we're seeing, I'm still holding. I'm holding until it hits my stop loss, or well, now my take profit's going to be like right here. Three minutes left. If this 5 minute wants to close somewhere high, I'll maybe scale out of, I don't know. I might hold it through the news. My worry is the news will wick us out, but it could also pop us to our take profit off of our trade setup. NQ, bullish off of that divergence I had marked out over there. I do like the volume starting to come up here on crude. My concern would be if the volume died. But looking at the 15, it does look like this volume's starting to stack up. It's my alarm telling me to get the hell out of any trades. We've got 2 minutes left for this to close. I will just close position manually if it's like 5 seconds before and we don't have a nice close. But right now I do want to see crude continue higher. My stop loss is at the low of this candle. We do have good volume coming up here. Again, sort of in a tough spot. I might get out of a few. I don't know. Definitely a tough spot, guys. What do you guys think? Hold it through news, which I usually probably wouldn't ever recommend, or exit. My whole thing is I like the volume coming out of this zone, and depending on how the 15 closes, if it closes like another basing candle like this, then we could continue higher on that. We have some levels to the upside. We have 74 even as a good target. What'd you send? Don't be... Dude, I'm so glad I didn't open that on the video chat. He said, don't be a blank in a Harry Potter note. That is great. Alright, fine, then we're holding. That is too funny, man. Sheesh, here we go. News in 10 seconds, we're holding this. Yo, I just like slam the keyboard down and shit. 3, 2, 1. I think crude pops. Ooh. Come on, crude. Give us something crazy to go home with. Give me a good weekend. It's like I don't feel like doing anything now. Listen, I'm gonna hold crude. The news didn't move us the way we thought it would. It still can. It didn't drop us, which is a plus. We got our entry in that fair value, in that order block. I guess ideally now, yeah, if we can break previous day high, I'd love to target the next supply zone on crude. This would be a crazy trade. We're already in it. I like the volume coming in here too, the buying pressure. Really want to see this volume start to pick up though. It's getting a little weak at the moment. This 404, 420, there we go. This 27 though is what I'm really looking at. I want to see a pop here on crude. 27, 29, 55, 59, 64. Come on, crude, give me a strong break. Here we go. Getting a little something here on crude. Good volume. Okay, crude. Here we go, crude. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, man. Yo, random. Yo, random. Good choice. It's really funny. I'll probably get out of 2, though. Maybe. We'll see. This is some good volume. 74 is a good target. We are coming into a bit of resistance up here on crude, but we had good volume. So with that being said, I'm going to just be a little patient here. I don't think we're going to reverse back lower. We still didn't break the supply zone higher, though. Just a little bit of a red flag, but we did break. We just broke this recent high. Oh, man, okay. That was pretty crazy. Come on, crude. Break previous day high already. Good volume. Look at all that volume that picked up in there, too. I really want to see that continue. I hope it doesn't get faded, because that would be a ton of volume trapped in the market. But this volume tells me price should be, price should be accepted up here. Gives me one more pump, I'm gonna get out of a couple contracts, but that was crazy, man. Let's wait and see. Wait and see. We'll let the 5 close at least. 15 looked pretty good. 30 looks really good. I really like that 30-minute actually, too. I'm just gonna wait. That was a big rejection. These buyers might be trapped. Gotta remember, can't continue back up there. These people are forced to sell their position. So they're gonna want to hold this as much as they can. They're definitely struggling here. Be careful. I really want to see us break that previous day high. We've been making new high days on crude, so I don't really want to be going short for any reasons. So I want to see this volume continue higher. Sellers are trying to step in. We're going to be patient. We're going to be careful. We do have gold. Don't forget, guys, gold setup is also still in play. We haven't hit this demand zone yet. So even if by chance crude reverses all the way back to our stop loss, that's okay because we still have the gold set up. Depending on how this 5-minute closes, I will exit the position, scale out of some, or we will see. But I want to see if we could close at least above that white level, that previous high we created. Starting to squeeze a bit. 9 seconds. Oh, it's pretty close. It's sort of right at it. We'll hold it. Looks good for buyers. Bears on suicide. That's funny, man. I'm worried, though. I'm worried that we're going to dip a little bit. Really need to see these buyers step in with some strength. And they're struggling at the moment. Want to see that pop. Want to see that bam. Boop, bop, bam. Moving my stop losses up. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Crude's getting real weak over here. Candlestick-wise, it's telling me we should continue higher. This might just be the wick lower. It's really funny. The candlesticks in the face. 73.76. That's right above previous day high. We'll probably meet some resistance there. Might be a good place to even add, but I'm gonna wait. Because I really want to see this breakout on crude. Remember, that daily time frame has been pretty bullish. Just really need to break that previous day high. So close to it. And that's sort of an issue too. If we don't break previous day high, imagine the amount of traders that are anticipating that previous day high break. So let's see how this volume steps in here. See if we get a good volume bubble to push us higher. See if we get that previous day high break to help us confirm that this trade is a certified banger. Because if it doesn't, gotta be careful. Running into a little bit of resistance right here. There we go. Give us that break, crude. I want to see a strong pop like we got on that last candle that sort of just shot up out of nowhere. Just like a crazy move. Yeah, sort of like that. Part of me wants to take some off. But if we get that previous day high break, probably going to go to that supply zone. I don't see why not. Good volume coming in there too. Looking to ride the trend. Trend's our friend. We've been breaking previous day high the past few trading days. I'm looking for that to continue on crude. Some resistance up here. Some struggle. There we go. Come on, crude. So close. Three ticks away? 3 ticks away. Give us that break. I think it wants 74. I really want to see 74 today on crude. Good volume coming in here. Just needs to see follow through. Moving my stop loss up above break even. This is a no lose trade. Crude really struggling with that previous day high. If we don't get that break on this candle, I'm going to get out of at least 2 contracts. $58 seconds left. How's the volume here? Should be looking at the volume. Volume looks good up here. Not going to exit just yet. 47 seconds left. If we don't break that level though, then this volume's trapped volume. So again, just got to be careful. Just be patient. 35 seconds left. Really need to see that breakout. Like a crazy pop. Like this is a short trap. Everybody thinking we're going to fail it. I need them to be trapped. I want to see a strong pop. 18 seconds left. You alright? Alright, let's see. ES and NQ both reversed since that divergence I mentioned earlier too. So great stuff there. Crude oil, I am going to get out of some contracts. I'll probably get out at previous day high. Just like 2 contracts or something. I almost want to lock in all of my contracts here because I'm worried we're not going to get that previous day high. But we did just break supply too. 15-minute hasn't closed yet. I could still be patient. My entry is way down here. Definitely a little concerned on the longs. Now we got some imbalances too that we created with the news. Really need to see us start finding some support here on Bookmap on crude oil. That's not support. Let's see. Good morning, guys. YouTube, don't forget, hit that like button. Appreciate it. Let's see. ES and Q, anything? Like I said, they had the divergence. They reversed from there. Gold almost trying to set up. Crude is getting some resistance above it right now. So again, a little concerned on that note. Might exit too. But we'll see. We'll be patient on crude again. Have our entry down here. Stop loss is above break even. 15-minute, 30-minute, those are sort of what I'm waiting on to close. 30-minute looked very bullish, so I'm hoping for that trend to continue. Stop loss is right over here. Gold trying to push lower. Would like to see these sellers trapped here on crude for a pop higher. Morning, everybody. Hope you are all doing well today. Here we go, some crude momentum. I'm not going to get out of 2 contracts just yet. I do want to see if we could break that previous day high with strength. If we get above, it's 73.73. So if we get above 73.73, which we don't really have that much level of resistance at 73.73. We have 77.77 and then 73.95. But that doesn't mean we have to go to those levels right now or today. The market will do whatever the market wants to do, always and forever. That's why we have to be patient and be careful. Okay, get some good volume behind it. I want to see good volume start to form at these higher prices again. Sort of coming into some resistance again, making me feel like I probably should cut off a couple contracts, but I really want to see that break. We've been breaking previous day high the past few days. Here we go. Trying to get there. Coming into a wall again of sellers. Really want to see a break here, guys. Got to see the break on crude to the upside. Good volume to the upside, too. We're going to be patient in these longs, looking for a break of previous day high, 73.73. We're 3 cents away. There we go, 71 cents away. So close, and a rejection again right before it. Huge red flag in my opinion. Going to wait for this 5 minute to close. Move my stop loss up a drop. And really see if we get this breakout. Really want to get a push higher. But this 5 minute is getting weak again. So we want to see a spike. We want to see this 5 minute close green again. If it doesn't, then again, we're sort of in a tough spot. We have 20 seconds for the 5 minutes to close, which is plenty of time for it to move up 5 ticks. That is okay. We're just going to wait. Resistance has sort of been moving higher. Yes, pulled back. All right, we're going to be careful here. Definitely going to exit a couple contracts on one more push up because now we've played with the previous day high 3 times. And, I mean, sellers keep failing to push us below it. The 30 minute is what I'd really like to see close bullish for continuation. So we'll be patient. Really want to see that breakout of 73.73. You know why? Because we're streaming it and looking at 73.73, so the market doesn't want to go through it because we're looking at it. Alright guys, let's look at something else for a second. Hey, look at gold. Gold's pushing to demand. Alright, crude, you could go now. Come on, crude, give us that push. We're so close. If you guys taken any trades today, let me know what you guys have traded. Any ES, any NASDAQ, any crude oil, gold. What are you guys trading today and this week? There we go, crude with the push, trying to break that previous day high. It's at 73.73. Want to see a pop here. I'm going to get out of 2. Yeah. That does not look good for the bulls. I'm going to get out of 2 contracts, and I'll hold 3. We're getting some volatility in here. I mean, it does look like we might try to break it again, but I'll try to get out of 2 contracts, like, right up here. Because now we're facing this level as a level of resistance. Like this wall right here. This wall was just broken and then it reversed, which is a big red flag on any longs. So we want to see how either this 5 minute closes or what. We didn't even get the break of previous day high. We tested previous day high. We did not break previous day high. Five minutes definitely struggling. It was really the 30 minute for me that was keeping me bullish though. So I'm going to stay patient. Just because we're pulling back doesn't mean we're selling off. We are getting better volume to the downside though, so we do have to be careful now. I'd like to see a squeeze higher, but that's obviously just because I'm already in a long position. Right now, the book map, the order flow is not in my favor, so I'm going to be careful with this trade. Probably going to look to lock in some gains soon again. Just sort of wait for this 5 to close. 15-minute closes in 11 minutes too. The 15 did close green, which is good, so we'd look for continuation there. And same with the 30, I'd look for continuation on the 30. So I'm going to be patient on this position. Just because it's not going right to our take profit doesn't mean it's a bad trade, doesn't mean it's not going to work out. We just have to wait. Definitely getting weak up here though. We'll consider getting out if we break to the downside. It's looking likely. So we're going to be patient here. We're just going to wait and see. Yeah, it was at 64. That's what I was worried about, a break like that. Okay, we just wait. Didn't hit our stop loss. Is way down here. Oh no, our stop loss is right here now. Is that it? No. That's currently where my stop is. Gold trying to make its way downtown. Again, gold setup might play out too. Gold has nothing to do with crude. Crude has nothing to do with gold. So if one wants to give us a setup, great. The other might not be giving us a setup. Yeah, definitely not a fan of the selling pressure stepping in here on crude, especially because we just rejected that previous day high. Trying to find reason to hold this long position. The only reason would be the uptrend we're currently in, so trend is our friend. But other than that, we're just going to sort of be patient. Move my stop loss up one more time. It's like I want to give it room to breathe, but I also don't want to let it run all the way back to break even. This was a great trade at one point. ES and Q selling off again. They had bearish divergence. Look, ES had bearish divergence at that key level. That could have been a setup while we were in crude. But at that point, we got too much going on. We can't be in that many trades, guys. Be patient. Wait for your setup. Let your setup hit and take your setup. Forget everything else when you're in your setup. Not forget everything else, but don't try to trade 500 things at once. Can't manage that many positions. Really need that 30 minutes to continue higher too. But again, the selling pressure that's pulling in here, huge red flag on crude. Huge red flag. Yeah, look at this. Look at this bum. Alright, let's see. I'm going to be patient here on crude. We're testing this order block level right here. This is my SL at the moment. Good morning, guys. Hope you are all doing well today. Good morning, good morning. Now remember, crude could pop up at any time, could drop at any time, could do whatever it wants at any time. It's the fun part about the market. Sort of range bound right here on these 5-minute candles. These lows, this is the low. You wouldn't want to short over here. You'd want to go long over here, go short over here. But let's see if we want to have this range. So look, a rally, a base, and then another rally. So this trade might take a while, but we're at least trying to let our winner run, right? Trying to really maximize our profit. It's going to be easier for crude to run through these levels now that we already have. Just need the volume to back it. And the volume's like, I ain't backing it. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, 355, that's some pretty decent volume. We'll stay patient on these longs. Still. Getting a little resistance up here. A little resistance never hurt anyone. I want to see volume step in at this 144 area near 73.65. Gold coming down to demand around 26.53.50. Really want to see crude find that support. Good morning, guys. Hope you are all doing well today. What up, Joel? Good morning. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow starts the Futures Masterclass. TradingPioneers.net programs and packages. Futures Beginner Masterclass. I know it says beginner, guys, but really just that first episode is going to be for beginners. After that, it's going to be more geared towards helping you create your trade setup, helping you find a plan, and helping you see sort of what I see on the chart. You create your own pre-market plans in the morning. You find something that aligns with your trading style, and it's going to be a great session. I've put a lot of time and effort into it. There's hundreds of slides of information into it. It's going to be awesome. TradingPioneers.net, and you could save 25% off with the discount code 2025. All right, let's go back to crude. So I'm still in these longs on crude. I am going to hold these. My stop loss is up here now. And still looking for buyers to continue. The 15 hasn't closed. It has 5 minutes for the 15 to close. We're just going to wait. It might want to stop hunt the people who have their stop losses at this low right here. But that low was just created. So we'll see if that wants to be our new higher low. Want to see some buying step in here on crude. That would help give me confidence in this position again. We're struggling at the 73.65 level. This was a pretty strong level of resistance earlier. So we are going to be a little careful, like I said. Trend being our friend is still bullish. We've been creating higher lows. We've been creating higher highs. We don't want to fight the trend. Really want that previous day high break. And I know that's why crude isn't giving it to us. If I close my position right now, guys, we would get previous day high. Not doing it, though. It either hits my stop or it hits my take profit. That is it. I don't want this negative 123 on the delta trapped here, so I really want to see these longs continue. We need good volume, though, and I don't think we have that right now. A little bit. I hate that with the charts. Volume's not really picking up here. Watching this 324 and this 58. Sort of dry it out. Here's some support building up, though, so that might help us. It's funny, I'd probably consider adding if we could break this high and look to, again, still target that next supply zone. But really need some good strength here, because right now, buyers keep getting sold off, right? Buyers keep failing. And that's been going on for now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-minute candles. So for like the past half hour. We're still trading with the trend of the day, so that's why we're not too worried. But failing that previous day high is a huge red flag. $127 now on the volume. So volume's slowly trying to pick up, but very slowly. $152. Come on, give us something. Give us a pop. A crazy pop. Let's go crude all the way to the moon. Like, crude the past few days, guys, has been bullish. Been bullish. That's why I'm still bullish. Previous day high broken, previous day high broken, previous day high broken, previous day high broken. That's why I want that trend to continue. Sharina, you long too? Nice, nice. Where'd you get your entry? I was down here, and it's just been Chop City. It gave us a nice pop, and then it's just been chop. It's trying to find support. It's keep finding resistance. It's definitely in a tough spot. Sellers are not giving up this area without a fight. And then it chopped. Oh, geez. Be careful, Sharina. Be careful with your P&L for today. You've been doing real great lately. Don't let some chop screw you up. Gotta be careful, guys. Always. Three, two, one. I'm gonna hold this here on crude. 30-minute. 30 just closed. Still looking bullish on the 30, so we are gonna hold that. I'm trying Fridays are my enemy. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Recognize where your strong suits are. Recognize where your weak points are. And then accelerate on those strong suits. Strong volume already on crude at this level, which is a good green flag for our long positions. Just want crude to move somewhere. Just go somewhere already. I'm staying in these longs. I really want that previous day high. We really want that next supply zone. There we go. Here we go, guys. Good break. Let's see. Here we go. Huge. Huge. I'm gonna get out of, ooh, I'm gonna get out of 2 right there. No, please let me get out of 2. Don't be funny, crude. There it is. Alright, I'm out of 2. Holding 3. Really want to see that next supply zone, guys, on crude oil, which is going to be another 25 ticks away, 24 ticks away. Really important how this green candle closes. How's the volume here? Volume looks pretty good. Need the volume to hold. Yeah, that was a nice pop, right? You saw it here first. And we're looking for continuation now, too. We want that 74 even was very strong on Bookmap right up here, and then 74.11 is my next supply zone. Looking for a killer trade here on crude today, guys. Stellar. 2:33 left in this 5-minute. We are at this key level of resistance. Good volume coming in, though. Gold starting to reverse before the demand zone. That's okay. Fantastic crude trade so far. Good volume again. Really want to see continuation. See how we're getting momentum on Bookmap? Momentum on Bookmap's always going to look a little different from the actual chart, and that sort of gives us the upper hand because it could help us find some real good momentum and moves. I want to see if we could break this level, the 73.74. Very strong level here on Bookmap. There we go. There's 73.75, so we broke that level. Can we get some continuation of 73.80? Struggling around the 73.74. Minute 25 left. I'm not worried because the volume was good. Volume was great. And remember, the 30-minute and the 15-minute were also the higher time frames I was watching for us to continue. So we have our basing, and we had our continuation, our basing, I'm looking for continuation. And then on the 30-minute, we had our basing, then we had our green candle, and now I'm looking for continuation higher. If it pulls back a bit, that's okay. I'm waiting for this 5 minutes to close. There's some good strength again. Would love to see us soar for the next 5-minute candle as well, guys. Really looking for a strong trend in this. 35 seconds left. We were patient enough. See that? We were patient all day for this trade to play out, and it's starting to be a banger so far. 30 seconds left. Really have to be patient. Doing a great job, everybody. Guys, let me know in the comments or in the chat if you guys took any trades today, if you took any trades with me, or if you took any of your own trades, and what was your analysis? Were you guys bullish or bearish today?
Well, Miss Cleo said to get in at 9:47 and go long, so I got in. She doesn't tell me, though, that long was about my hair.
Crude's getting a little weak up here. A little concerned on these last few contracts. Gonna be patient, though. Again, we sort of waited this long. Gonna let it play out, see how it wants to play out. Had good momentum on that last 5 minute. Next key level 73.88. It did break previous day high, which I guess would have been a good target too. You know what? We'll get out of. I'm thinking we'll get out of maybe 2 more. I don't know. Let's see. Probably not. Maybe not. If we could scale over 73.75, that would be ideal with a big volume bubble. Okay, we're getting the break, but I don't see a big volume bubble just yet. Want to see a green bubble start to form. Without a green bubble forming, right now all that is absorption. There's a seller absorbing these buyers at these levels. But I don't have any other resistance up here. All I have is that previous day high as resistance. Boom, there we go. I was going to say, and that's not strong enough. Wanted a trend candle on this 5 minute too. Because I wanted that 30 to be continuing higher. Great pop right there on crude, guys. Very good. Good volume again. Very good stuff, guys. Great stuff today. This was a great Bookmap live session, guys. Great way to use Bookmap. Crude trading session, all of that. Pit stop, Sharina, you passed your funded. Congratulations. By $6, kill it. Love it, that is awesome. Proud of you, great job. Funded, look at you, funded trader. Kill it. So proud of you, congrats. One of my best students, I might add. That is awesome. That is awesome. Come on, crude, take us home. Keep going. Wow, what a great trade, guys. Look at this crude trade go. Look at the buying volume. This is what I was talking about. I was just saying the momentum on Bookmap looks different from other momentum, and that gives us the upper hand. That was great. Minute 59 left in the 5 minute. I do like the volume up here. We'll check the volume here on the footprint too. Volume on footprint is still good too, so we're going to hold this. We're going to hold this and we're going to target supply. Alright, take care, Sharina. Have a good one. Congratulations again. That is awesome. Minute 20 left on this 5 minute. Now what I would like to see is this 5 close somewhere strong so the next 5 can also continue. I really do want to see a strong trend here on crude. Running into a drop of resistance. Minute 2 left. Sort of coming back to this level of resistance, so I'd want to see if this could hold as support now. It's like 73.73 where that previous day high was. If we close back below previous day high, I'll probably get out of my position. But I would like to see continuation. Look, see how this is starting to form a level of support? I want to see if this could hold, because this was a level of resistance. And we broke it, and I want to see if it could be a level of support. Yes, and then Q sort of range bound today. Definitely glad we didn't try those out. Did we try any of those today? I don't think we did. Yeah, definitely a tough spot here on crude. Going to probably exit a few. We'll see. Still like the 30 to continue, and we have about 20 minutes left for the 30 to close. The 15 closes in 5 minutes, so that's also more on our side. So we will be patient, and we'll probably even move our stop loss up a little bit more as well. Trying to break back below. I'd like to see sellers trapped at this point in a reversal, because all day buyers kept buying those dips. There we go. There we go, guys. Huge. Let's see, guys. 336 left. Let's check the volume on our footprint chart. Good volume coming in up here too. 102.58. That looks good. Would want to see continuation to the upside. 626 right here. So this 102 is very important if we could keep adding volume at this point. I'm going to move my stop loss up again, because I really don't want to lose much on this. I'd much rather let my winner run, but I don't want to lose and have the trade draw down on me, because this was already a really great trade, but we'll be careful. There we go. 2:58 left in the 5 minute, and that's also in the 15 minute as well. YouTube guys, hit that like and subscribe. I do appreciate you all for tuning in. Hope you guys were able to take some trades with us today. Currently in this crude trade and killing it. So we're just going to wait, see if it does want to play out to our final take profit. Trimmed some off already. My new stop loss is right over here. Delete this. It's like right over here. Not a fan of this volume, but we are trying to find some support. Not the strongest of support, but buyers have yet to fail us. Minute 45 left. I want to see this red bubble trapped, so I want to see the market reverse and leave this market order, the seller, in the dust, because the seller, for them to stop out of their position, they need to buy it back, which will add more buying volume. Again, more sellers failing. Alright, let's see, guys. Alright, guys, let's see. 25 seconds left. I like that reversal already from this big sell bubble. That's huge. Want to see if we could get back above the 73.80. Struggling a bit, but the volume is still strong. It is 10:44, so the 15-minute is about to close, and it's going to close bullish, which is great. So again, very little reason to think we're going to reverse to the downside here. Buyers keep taking it. I do think we're going to get another spike. Looking for 74 even. Alright, let's see, guys. Market's getting a little choppy up here. I'm definitely considering exiting probably 2 of the remainder 3 contracts I have. That way it's like a no stress trade. Even though my stop loss has moved up and everything, already locked in some great profits today. Don't want to let it trail all the way back down, especially if we're already very extended today. See, sort of like that. So let's see. I mean, I'm staying patient in this. This previous day high, remember, this was resistance. Now it's support. So I'm not worried that we pull back to support. That's okay. That's healthy. We want to see that in the market because the market requires volume to move. A car requires gas. The market requires volume. Gold reversed before demand, so instead of chasing it, what you could do is you could mark out wherever it reversed, and now you have a sell side liquidity sitting right above demand. Now we could look to sweep it and close back above that for a long position. So again, it's not really letting the market move without you, but it's letting the market give you more clues and a better option of an entry. YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button. I'll make sure to try to skip those ads for you guys. Appreciate you. Looking for crude to continue here. Still looking for that 74 even, very strong on Bookmap. It's another 20 cents away. I want to see a good volume bubble step in here, but buyers keep on failing at this moment. But again, this is a now level of support. There we go. Yeah, it's funny. As Ray bets, I almost feel like adding down here at this level of support. Because if you add here, you move your stop loss even tighter. Now you have an even bigger risk to reward trade you're trading with. But that's okay. It was a nice pop, nice reaction. Want to see a good move to 74 even. 2 minutes left in the 5-minute. Buyers are starting to build up. Starting to squeeze on this level. 255, 300, 400. Good volume up here too, guys. Definitely looks good to continue. I am going to add a contract on here just because we're near support, and if we do want to continue higher, great. And then I'm going to move my stop loss to right over here. So I'm looking to trade this next pop. There we go, guys. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Good volume. That next pop, I want to see 74 evens, my first take profit. Supplies, my next take profit. 50 seconds left. Again, good volume trying to come in here. Want to see a big pop and absorption here. We need a big volume bubble to break through this level. 73.81. We have 220 on the positive delta right there. Really want to see that continuation. We're starting to struggle a little bit, but I want to see a pop. When price starts to squeeze like this with good volume building up, we'll normally get some type of reaction. I'm going to scale out of the two that I added. I don't know where I want to get out of those though. I guess I sort of wanted that 74 even. So we're going to wait. 2 seconds left. We are struggling to the buy side right now. Got to be a little careful. I'm going to try to get out of some around 74.85. See if we get a pop to 74.85 to lock in some gains. Because again, we're keep on rejecting. Now we are like finding resistance up here. I really wanted 74 even though, such a strong level. Alright guys, let's see. What are you guys thinking? Are you guys in any longs? Are you guys in any shorts? Are you guys in any trades? ES, NQ? What are you guys up to? I see that crude's getting weak again. But it's keep finding higher highs. And new higher days. Give me a break, 74 even. Come on now. 20 cents. Just a quick 20-cent pop on crude oil. Nothing new. Nothing fancy. Nothing crazy. There's no news going on that's going to affect us that way either. Okay, we're starting to squeeze at this 73.80 level. There we go. Give us a breakout. See if we get a breakout here. I like the volume building up. I like they're moving their levels higher. It's a good volume bubble. Come on, crude, give us another leg. We'll wait all day for you. $2.38 left. We just made a new high a day on crude, and we're starting to get a little weak here. I'm going to be a little patient, see if it gives us another pop. If it doesn't, I am going to get out of 2 contracts right here. It's really struggling. I'm going to get out of 2 right here. I really don't want to. We've been so patient for this. Come on, break this 73.83. Let's hold it as support. Let's run it. 73.84. Got to see that 86. You see how the bid is starting to get a little bit heavier? And resistance sort of trying to build up here. Minute 46 left on the 5 minute. Let's see where we are on the 30. 30 closes in 6 minutes as well. Looking for that 15 to continue too. So I am still bullish. I'm not really worried about a little pullback here. First TP 74 even. Not a fan of the struggle here, especially the last few times we struggled. We dipped pretty hard, but we're going to give it the 5 minute to close. See how it wants to close. Random, you take any trades today? $57 seconds left, running into a little bit of resistance. Moving my stop losses up one more time. That's my stop loss is way up here now, guys. Entry, stop loss, no lose trade, looking for continuation, yada, yada, yada. Come on, crude. There's no more resistance up here. There's a little bit of resistance, but not much. Not much to be concerned about. 20 seconds left in the 5 minute. About 20 cents away from final TP, 18 cents away. Three seconds for this 5 minute to close. Pretty sure the hourly closes soon too. Okay, so that's something to be a little nervous about. Gotta be careful when an hourly candle closes. A lot of times we have a lot of volatility in the last 5-10 minutes of an hourly candle close. So I'm gonna look to take some profit. I'm gonna, yeah, definitely take some profit off on these right up here. Dude, part of me is like, nah, hold it. Because we have been bullish, but we haven't really created a good pullback area. The 15, though, I wanted to continue. So we'll stay patient due to the 15. Stay bullish on that. Got to use our time frame analysis along with everything else. I mean, volume has been greater up here. It's not like volume's been dying down or anything. It's just not ideal that the hourly closes in a few minutes. If we get good volume and a good push here, that would be great. The reason I say it's not ideal that the hourly closes now is because a lot of times we will get a manipulation the first 5 to 15 minutes of the hourly candle, and if that's the case, that manipulation will be to the downside, and I'd much rather get out near a high of my position. So with that being said, I see a level starting to form down here. Probably going to want to get out. Yeah, ooh, gross. Let's see, give us a big wick. Give us one more pop up higher. I'll get out of the contract. Really don't want to get stopped out of this, so we're going to be patient. 15 minute. Wanted the 15 to close green, or at least as a basing. Because if that's the case, then we can move our stop loss to here. But a new hourly opens, which means we could be manipulating the 15, which means we'll break this 15. No, we won't, because this is the 15. We'll see. We got 2:30 left in the 15 to close. That is what I'm waiting on right now. Wanted to see the 15-minute candle close green, which means it would close above the 73.78 level. We are above previous day high as well. So really wouldn't be looking for shorts here, right? Whenever we're in a long position, if we're not sure about it, ask yourself if you would get a short position at this point. Always things to be asking yourself when the market is moving to help you either stay in or stay out of a trade. But of course, we do have to gauge it, because if you start asking yourself too much, you're going to end up skewing your risks or reward. You're going to take a lot of extra trades, and it's going to be a lot more stressful. I like that each time we have a big sell bubble, it reverses. So I want to see that again. Yeah, I feel like this thing might really want to like keep running. So I don't want to get out yet. But I also feel like it is due for a pullback, but trend is our friend. Oof. It's everywhere. My stop loss is over here. We have a level 7350. Pretty high level of volume down here. Passive buyer down there. But I don't think we're going to go to 7350. My stop loss is 7360. 7360. 7368. 7360 was my entry. Really need to see us reverse at the 73.77 with this big sell bubble here, guys. If not, these sellers might be finally trying to take over. So we're going to wait and see. Wait for the 5 to close. Because remember, this whole day, every time sellers looked like they finally had it, we reversed on them. So until that's proven otherwise, I'm expecting the same thing. 19 seconds left. There we go. 15. This looks pretty good. Looks great. New hourly in just a minute. I'm definitely considering getting out of some. But that 73.80 just looks, I'm sorry, 74 even just looked so good. We'll get out of some. We'll wait. I'll let you guys know. It's good volume up here. We're going to wait 1 second. Move our stop losses up one more time. No, I'm going to get out of 2. I'm going to get out of 2 right here. Okay, I'm out of 2 contracts. I'm holding 3 left. New stop loss is right over here. Looking to hold this crude trade to either this new stop loss or the final take profit. Traded trend up in a bit of a consolidation. Got you, got you. Yep, look at this ES and NQ creating a triangle pattern. So a lot of times when price squeezes, we can look for a breakout or a fake out. There we go, crude. Alright guys, don't forget the masterclass starts tomorrow, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. It is going to be an 8-week program. It's going to be packed full of different trading information for you, different strategies you could use. It's going to help you guys personally build your own trading strategy and system that you could follow, so you're not so blind or clueless or frustrated in the market, because when we have a system we could follow, emotions stay out of it. So tradingpioneers.net, go to program and packages, and it is the Futures Beginner Masterclass, and they will be recorded, so you'll have access if you do miss them. And use discount code 2025 for 25% off. And again, that starts tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap the stream up there. Right now, crude is sort of just chopping away. I might look to take my final few contracts off here. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Have a great weekend. Take care. And let me know if you guys need anything. You guys can always feel free to direct message me. If you're on YouTube, you could check me out on Instagram. It's kevin.futures. And Discord, you guys could always direct message me here or wherever you guys please. What do you use to trade with Preacher? I use, this is TradingView right now. And I use Tradeovate as my broker. And then this tool over here is Bookmap. Bookmap is our order flow tool. It sort of helps us display volume for us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Happy weekend. Take care and happy trading. Bye.